Willkommen in Leavenworth, or welcome to Leavenworth. Leavenworth, Washington is a picturesque Bavarian-themed village nestled in a valley along the Wenatchee River, surrounded by the Cascade Mountains. Its downtown is compact, walkable, and full of Alpine-style buildings, housing shops, restaurants, breweries, galleries, and tasting rooms. The town blends Bavarian culture with Pacific Northwest outdoor lifestyle, offering hiking, rafting, skiing, and other recreation year-round. But it hasn't always been like this. Keep watching because I will explain a bit more about Leavenworth's interesting history later in the video. For now, let's jump into our 3-night stay in Leavenworth. We arrived late in the afternoon on November 30th, and after settling into our hotel, I headed downtown to check it out. So I am going to head into downtown Leavenworth. We're just a very short walk away. I've only been walking for about 2 minutes, and we're so close to downtown. Okay, so this is the point where we come off the highway. It branches into this obviously only walkable downtown area. There's Gustav's restaurant. I've heard lots of people who ate there. Oh my gosh, it's really quiet down here right now. And peep those lights. So this is just gonna be a very quick little tour just to give you an idea from the Fairbridge Inn and Suites what it's like to get to downtown. But oh my gosh, this is such a short walk. Oh, this little bakery. So this is Little Red's. I'm supposed to have these really good like homemade Pop-Tarts, so I will definitely be coming to check that out. But they've just got their little walk-up windows. I'm just so happy to be here. Okay, this is so cool. So it is Sunday night. It is 7 o'clock and it is pretty quiet so far. I don't know if it'll be a little bit more busy when I get down a bit further, but this is a dream. Look at the lights. You know, when you just hear about something and then you start to look it up and you think about it and you talk about it, and like, I think 8 years later, we are finally here, and it just feels like literally a dream come true. Like, you just, I don't know, that's kind of the thing about travel. Like, you just think about it, hear about it, read about it, and then one day you're just here, and it's kind of hard to believe that you're actually here. And I can't, like, this is just, it's so beautiful. And I know it doesn't always translate into video, but I just kind of want to take you along with me and show you a little bit of what we are seeing. Oh my gosh, there's a little beer garden in there. Wow. Danish bakery. There's some goodies I want from in there too. What is happening? Look it up there. Guys, I have literally walked from like just up there to the corner of this street, and like that little dance number that came out of the little window up there, like when I literally just said dreams are coming true. And look, I haven't even got to the lights yet. And look, they've got these little stands just like in a real European Christmas market. Here's the town square where there will be live music in the gazebo, and this is the hill park where when there is snow, there's lots of sledding happening, so that'll come soon, I'm sure, as we get the snow. it here for tonight. This was just my quick sneak peek while Travis has the girls in the tub, but yeah, I can't wait to take you along with us during our time here in Leavenworth. I will show you the snacks, the food, the things to do, so come along with us on this adventure. The next morning we had breakfast at our hotel, which I do give a tour of in our previous video, so be sure to check that out if you are looking into accommodations in Leavenworth. After filling our bellies, we set off on a walk to see Enchantment Park and Blackbird Island. We let the kids play at a playground, spotted wildlife, and enjoyed being in nature and the views along the river before hiking our way back into the downtown area. Once back downtown, our next stop was the unique and quirky Leavenworth Nutcracker Museum. The entrance fee was $5 per adult, with children being free, and they gave all of the children a nutcracker scavenger hunt, which was a fun way for the kids to interact with the museum. There is no recording inside the museum, but photos are allowed, so let's look at a few while I share more about the Nutcracker Museum. What started as one woman's personal collection has grown to over 9,000 nutcrackers and nutcracking devices from around the world. We saw nutcrackers from many eras and cultures, including traditional German wooden figures, antique nutcracking tools, and nutting stones, some dating back thousands of years and from regions across the globe. There are a couple of notably large nutcrackers like Carl, a 6-foot hand-carved character made in Germany. We finished our visit to the museum by watching some of the videos showing how nutcrackers are made. It was a fun and engaging stop for our whole group. As it was a quiet Monday in Leavenworth, we found the popular München House with a short lineup, so we hopped in line to order some lunch. This popular Bavarian grill and family-friendly beer garden features Bavarian sausages on buns and is famous for their condiment bar with over 20 sauces to choose from, plus apple cider sauerkraut. I don't really even like mustard or sauerkraut, but I heard the curry mustard was good, so I had to try half of mine with the kraut and mustard, and I loved it. When we finished our lunch, we wandered just down the block to the Danish bakery where we each picked out a treat. I had the Bavarian waffle filled with buttercream and strawberry, and it was delicious. Our afternoon adventure took us on a short drive outside of Leavenworth to Eagle Creek Ranch, where we had booked a horse-drawn sleigh ride. Even though the town of Leavenworth did not have snow while we were there, we hoped that by choosing an outfitter that was a little up higher in the mountains, we would be able to find some snow. And we were right. This was another fun experience for the whole family.
What does the horsey say? Yay!
We're just heading out from our hotel for the evening back to downtown so the kids and Travis can see the lights, and we'll have supper down there. But as soon as we left the hotel, it is this most magical snowfall I've ever seen. Like huge snowflakes. Now seems like a good time to talk about Leavenworth's history, which goes back to the 1800s, where it started as a frontier settlement called Icicle Flats. Its attractions then were the gold, timber, and fur opportunities. The arrival of the railway near the end of the 19th century spurred growth as a logging and railroad town, and it was eventually renamed Leavenworth after a man associated with the railway's development. In the early 1900s, the city continued to thrive for a time on timber and railroads. However, when the railroad rerouted and timber supplies declined, Leavenworth faced economic downturn and population loss. Then, in the early 1960s, community leaders launched a bold revitalization effort, transforming the town's architecture and identity into a Bavarian-style alpine village to attract tourists. Businesses and public buildings were redesigned with half-timbered facades, decorative murals, and vibrant colors. This thematic makeover helped pivot the economy towards tourism, and festivals such as Oktoberfest and the beloved Village of Lights Christmas Town became major draws. We had a quick dinner at Stein Beer Hall, which is a vibrant and welcoming beer hall and scratch kitchen. It brings together the spirit of classic European beer halls with the Pacific Northwest lively craft beer culture. Stein offers a festive yet family-friendly atmosphere where you can enjoy a drink, hearty pub fare, catch live music, or play arcade games. Our next stop was the Gingerbread Factory, a charming shop that feels like stepping straight into a storybook. Famous for its delectable cookies, desserts, and all things gingerbread, it's a must-stop while in Leavenworth, especially during the holidays when it feels a little extra magical. Whether you're grabbing a sweet souvenir or letting the kids pick out their own gingerbread cookies, it's pure Leavenworth whimsy in edible form. We also stopped at Whistlepunk Ice Cream Co. and had some really tasty seasonal flavors. Whistlepunk is a beloved artisanal ice cream shop known for its creative and handcrafted frozen treats. I forgot until I was home and going over my notes that I wanted to try the hot cocoa float, but I guess it will have to wait for another time. Oh yeah, how's the ice cream? Getting it on your bike. The next morning after breakfast at our hotel, we went back downtown to soak up a little more of Leavenworth's charm. We stopped in some shops, and I was sad to see that we missed out on a visit to the Fest Hall Community Center that had crafts and other Christmas activities going in the afternoons. However, we were heading somewhere even more exciting than that, so we weren't sad for long. Leavenworth Reindeer Farm is another family-run attraction nestled just a short drive from town that brings you up close with real reindeer. It's one of the few places in North America where visitors can walk among the herd, hand feed and interact with these iconic animals while learning about their biology, history, and conservation. Guests of all ages can make advanced reservations, walk-ups are not allowed, and include a guided experience with an educational presentation and plenty of photo opportunities with the reindeer. Plus, seasonal touches like campfires, hot cider or cocoa, and even visits with Santa during winter experiences.
But just like Santa says, reindeer really can fly. Some of the very first members of our herd flew here from Anchorage, Alaska back in 2017 on Alaska Airlines in a special cargo hold. Our first babies were born later that same year.
The child under 55 inches tall, you'll be heading into our special area inside our enclosure called Cupid's Corner. Inside this area, you'll be surrounded by our friendliest reindeer. You'll get to pet them, feed them, and take some of the cutest pics on the planet. Now here are a few important things to keep in mind about Cupid's Corner. It's required for all children shorter than 55 inches. Adults, please keep your children within arm's reach at all times.
The farm also features a souvenir shop full of reindeer-themed gifts and treats, making it a magical, memorable stop for families, animal lovers, and anyone seeking a unique and magical adventure. And speaking of adventure, for our last stop of the day today, we are at Leavenworth Adventure Park, and we are here to check out the Alpine roller coaster. Leavenworth Adventure Park is a fun outdoor activity destination, and one of its biggest draws is the Alpine coaster, officially called the Tumwater Twister. It's a unique ride that is a combination of scenic views and interactive thrills. It is a gravity-driven ride where you sit in a sled-style car and control your own speed using the handles. There are age and height restrictions, so riders must be at least 3 years old and 38 inches tall to ride with an adult, or must be 54 inches tall to ride alone. Reservations are highly recommended on weekends and holidays. This was another thrilling activity that was a hit for everyone in our group. As this was our final evening in Leavenworth, we went back downtown for supper and to enjoy some final moments taking in the magic. There's so much to see and do in Leavenworth, but planning a lot of time to just be downtown and take in the ambiance is one thing not to be left off your itinerary. Kris Kringle, the year-round Christmas store, was a great last stop of the trip. It gave us a chance not only to pick up a souvenir Christmas ornament, but to see the life-size Santa hanging from the ceiling, as well as visit all of the miniature Christmas villages in the back of the store. And that was it for our time in Leavenworth. I hope you found this video helpful. We love to document our travels, so if you would like to see more, please subscribe. And other than that, we'll just say thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.